brothers. They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not them motherfuckers. Stand over him. Shoot him in the face.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news, fit to beat your home, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I'm making it like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came through with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit's gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. chopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitters and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. Around with me, and I had a nigga spin like a tire. Down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UP. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Buck roll.
Than the ice pick on you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll poly grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole it's life. So melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed, y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the
West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville when I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't me murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
First priest. Present thy registry.
Azanyala, Banaparam, Banyasharal.
Azanyala, Banapari, Banayashab.
Yahweh Shim Yashabak.
Yahweh Shem Yashab.
La Yashral.
Osmond was made to stand. On our Kadami, turn to face the east. You're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakaka.
Malakaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazai.
Ratazai.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ratazai.
Ratazai.
Kawat.
Kawat.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathalanawa.
Nathalanawa.
Come.
Come.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Basilakanawa.
Basilakanawa.
Kabawaganawa.
Kabawaganawa.
Kasilakanawa.
Kasilakanawa.
Kabawayanawa.
Kabawaganawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabayanawa.
Tabayanawa.
Parnasai one.
Parnasai one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra. Hayah.
Hayah.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
The Awalami.
Awalami.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done,
Thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debt,
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debt.
as we forgive our debts.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but
from evil.
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. I call the power of the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Hawashah,
Babu Kasab,
Babu Kashah, Now,
Hakat,
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 La'pa'ah,
La'pa'ah,
Call Matalah,
Call Makalah,
Wakal Matawa,
Call Matawa,
Hakat,
Hakat,
that's a heart,
that's a heart,
Hamatazarah,
Hamatazarah,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Lahaki,
Lahaki,
Hamat,
Hamati,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Al-Kawa,
Al-Karawah,
Tatama'ala,
Watama'ala,
the God Shem,
Hawashah,
Hashim Hawashah,
Hashim Yahushah,
Araman,
Wa'alaman, in English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushah,
the name of Hawashah,
please give us the power,
please give us the power,
the power to heal
power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of
the
disease,
power to cleanse the leper,
power against the
the
leper,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the
the
dead,
power against unclean spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
cast them out,
cast
in
them out,
the name of Yahushah,
Yahushah,
thank you, so be it.
thank you so be it. Plan of best Israel, the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushah,
Rakhtanawa,
Rakhtanawa,
Wayasha'ala,
Wayasha'ala,
Wahabayah,
Wahabayah,
Sapari,
Sapari,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahushah,
Waraman,
Wa'alaman, in the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushah,
in the name of Yahushah,
bless us,
bless us,
and Israel,
and Israel,
and the school,
and the school,
in the name of Yahushah,
and Yahushah,
thank you, so be it.
thank you so be it. Psalms 21 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahari,
Al-Hahari,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
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 Yahweh.
Zari,
Isaiah,
Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayah,
Shamayah,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regal,
Regal,
Al-Yanawan,
Al-Yanawan,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Hanala'at,
Anala'at,
Yanawan,
Yanawan,
Wala'at,
Wala'at,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shamamar,
Shamamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazal,
Tazal,
Al-Yeah,
Al-Yeah,
Yamik,
Yamika,
Yawamah,
Yawamah,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakayim,
Yakayim,
Wayarak,
White
Belayallah,
Belayallah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Makorai,
Bakal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
After the Pasha,
After the Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tasa'at,
Tasa'at,
Baba Wa'ak,
Baba'at,
Ma'idab,
Ma'idab,
Ba'ai,
Ba'ai,
Awalam.
I will love. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes into the
From
hill.
which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not stop thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharala
he that keepeth
shall
Yasharala
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
It's like he shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forward,
From this time forward,
even forevermore.
and even evermore. Psalms 83, the Hebrew. Alahayah,
Alahayah,
Al-Damayah,
Al-Damayah,
cup.
the cup,
All takarat.
all takarats,
All that's squat.
all tashikwat, all
Yahana.
Hayahana,
Wadika.
Awadika,
Yahama.
Yahama,
Yawan.
Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Amak.
Amaka,
Yarayam.
Yarayam,
Sawada.
Sharada,
Wayada.
Wayata,
Yai Tazawa.
Yai Tazawa,
Al Tazapawaya.
Al Tazawa,
Marvel.
Amar,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
When it can't get done.
Wanakakidam,
Magoya.
Magali,
Wala.
Wala,
Yazakar.
Yashaka,
Sham Yasal.
Sham Yashal,
Awada.
Awada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
No Wai Tazawa.
the Wai Tazawa,
Leba.
the Ba,
Yakan.
Yakat,
Aya.
Ayaka,
Hoya.
Barya,
Yakarata.
Yakarat,
Ahoya.
Ahari,
Adawan.
Adawan,
Boya Shemai.
Wayashimai,
Alayam.
Aliyah,
Mawa Abba.
Mawa'ab,
Wahagari.
Wahadar,
Gabal.
Gabal,
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalat,
Palasha.
Palashat,
Am Yashab.
Yashabi,
Tasawar.
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar,
Nalawa.
Nalawa,
Aimam.
Imam,
Hayawa.
Ayawat,
Sarawat.
Sharawat,
The Bunny.
the Banya,
The Wat.
the Wat,
Salah.
Salah,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Laham.
Laham,
Kamadi.
Kamadi,
Kasaya.
Kasaya,
Sarah.
Sarah,
Kayabi.
Kayabi,
Banakar.
Banakal,
Koyashawan.
Koyaswan,
Nashamadu.
Nashmadu,
Bayan.
Bayan,
Tahir.
the Ayah,
Hayawa.
Ayawat,
Tamar.
Dama,
La Adam.
Adam,
Shayatam.
Shayatambu,
Nada.
the Dub,
Yabu.
Yamu,
Kaira.
Kyra,
Wakas Abba.
Wakas Abba,
Wakas Abba.
Wakas Bat,
Wakas Zal Manat.
Wakas Almanat,
Call Nasir Come.
Call Nasir Kamwa,
Ashar.
Ashar,
Maru.
Amaru,
Nair Shah.
Nairashah,
Nanawa.
Nalawa,
Ah. Na'awa.
Na'awa,
Alahayam.
Alahayah,
Alahayat.
Alahayah,
Shayatambu.
Shayatambu,
Kagagala.
Galgala,
Kwash.
Kakwash,
Lapanya.
Lapanya,
Rabaka.
Rawaka,
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash,
Tabaira.
Double Ira,
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba,
Talahat.
Salahat,
Hariyam.
Ariyam,
Khan.
Khan,
Tawadat.
Dawadat,
Basaira.
Basaira,
Wabasa.
Wabasa,
Wapat.
Wapatka,
Tabahala.
Dabahalam,
Mala'a.
Mala'at,
Panyaha.
Panyaham,
Kalawan.
Palawan,
Waya.
Waya,
Bukwash.
Wakwash,
Shipka.
Shimka,
Yahawa.
Yahawa,
Yabash.
Yabashi,
Waya.
Waya,
Kahawa.
Yahoo,
Adi Ai.
Adi Ai,
Waya.
Waya,
Kapar.
Kapar,
Waya.
Waya,
Abad.
Abad,
Waya.
Waya,
Da'ai.
Da'ai,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Atha.
Atha,
Shipka.
Shimka,
Yahawa.
Yahweh,
Yabad.
Nabak,
Ayawan.
Ayawan,
Al. Cap.
Cap,
Ha'aratza.
Sarakasa, in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence on your house.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a
And
tumult.
they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up their heads.
lift up their
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
And take crafty counsel
against thy people
against thy hidden one.
and consulted
And consult
against thy hidden one.
against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
come
come
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yasharah
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Judah
and the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
the Ball,
and Ammon,
and
and Amalek,
Amalek,
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with
Assur
them.
is also joined to them.
They have hope in the children of Lot,
And hope of the children of Lot
to love,
shall love
do unto them,
to unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
broke his son,
which perished at Endor.
perished indoor,
They became as dung for the earth.
never done for your
Make their nobles like Oreb
make nose like a red,
and like Zahab.
like say,
Yeah.
yeah,
All their princes as Zabah
all the princes as the bottom,
and as Samunah,
and as a moon.
who said,
Say,
let us take to ourselves
say to ourselves,
the houses of Yahweh in
the
possession.
house of Yahweh possession,
All my power,
all my power,
make them like a wind,
make it like a wind,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
the stubble before the
as
wind,
the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the
and
wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy temper
with thy temper,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy stone.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their face with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
See thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be
and
confounded,
troubled forever.
trouble forever.
Yeah, let them be put to shame
Be put to shame,
and perish, that men may know
you may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all. Shadia, see.
Wada, once again, for joining us, Isupk Chicago Sabbath service. We're going to pick up where we left off last week, which is going to be the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 18 and verse 21. All right. Starting at 22. We'll get there. Oh, no, we actually, no, we did all this. Yeah, we're past this, all right.
19 and we finished at 19 and 17.
All right, that sounds more right.
Wow.
So, where we're at in the story so far, while the brother gets there, this is after Absalom's rebellion. You know what I mean? David's son, Absalom, chose to rebel against David and usurped the throne from him. He took over. David decided he didn't want to war with his son, and he left. He left the palace, and Absalom took over. But Absalom was trying to kill his pops. You know what I mean? And which eventually, of course, led to a civil war. David gave a message to Joab and to the men when they went out to war with Absalom and his men to not harm my son. But Joab, being who he is, he long story short, he ended up killing Absalom. The news came back to King David, and David was very distraught because he loved his son, regardless of his rebellion. He still loved his son very, very much. And he was mourning so hard that when the men came back from battle, it was Joab, was it? Joab came to him. Salakia, let me make sure I'm saying the right brother who did this. Yeah, Joab, Joab came to David and he told him, "You're mourning so hard, like basically it's time for you, sir, to get over this." You know what I mean? Like the people see you mourning and they're mourning, but you're mourning so hard that you're actually, for your son, that you're actually you're insulting the people. You know, your men went out and they warred in your name and took the kingdom back for you. You know, David didn't even want to go into the castle at one point. They took the kingdom back, and now you're in mourning, and you're mourning so hard that the people may turn against you. He told them, "Straighten yourself up, sir, and get out here and perform your duty and address the people in a joyful manner. You know, let them know that they did good, because the sentiment is going to eventually turn that you would rather that the people had died and your son had lived." And the people went out here and fought for you tooth and nail. And some of these men, you know, they died. When war happens, especially between Israel, as we know, we lose family members. You know, that's in any war. But when we fight against each other, you know, we lose a portion of our nation. So that civil war that happened, David had to get up. He took his advisor's counsel and straightened himself up and went to go and speak to the people and let them know that, you know, that they did a good thing for the kingdom. You know what I mean? So that's where, if I remember correctly, that's what we're picking up from last week.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 18 in the Hebrew. What Allah, Ayash, Imawa, Baban Naman, Mabana Yaman. What is the above? What is the above? But yeah, Shawal, become a shot. I sharp. Banayawa. What I show you. Abadi what? After what? What is the lakwa? Hayaradan, the Panya, Hamalak, verse 19. Waibara, Haibara, Laibara. It's like Laibayar. Bayah, Hamalak, Wala Ashawa, Patawa, Bayana Ya, Bayana Yawa, Rashama Aya, Ban, Gura, Nepal, Lapanya, Hamalak, Baibarawa, Bayaradan. Verse 20, where you Amar, all, Hamalak, all, Yakasha, Laya, Adanaya, I won, were all. Does a car, Shar, I was, Abadak, Bayawan, Shar, yet as a Adanaya, Malak, Baya, Washalam, La Salam, Hamalak, all, Labawa, verse 21, Kaya, Yadai, Abadak, Kaya, Anaya, Ataya, Wahana, Ba'atawa, Ba'ataya, Hayawan, Rashawan, Lakal, Bayat, Yabasa, Laradat, Lakura'ath, Adaniya, Amalak, verse 22, Wayain, Abayashia, Ban, Tasawaraya, Waya Amar, Hataka, Sa'at, La'a, Yawama, Shema'aya, Kaya, Falal, Mashiach, Yahweh, verse 23, Waya Amar, Tawada, Maha, Laya, Walakam, Panaya, Tazaroya, Kaya, Layawa, Laya, Hayawan, Lashatan, Hayawan, Yawama, Hayas, Bayakirala, Kaya, Halawa, Yada Aitha, it's like Yada Aithia, Kaya, Hayawan, Anaya, Malak, Yasharala, verse 24, Wayamar, Malak, Shema'aya, La'a, Tamawa, Wayashabai, Lawa, Hamalak.
Okay, there's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 18. And there went over a ferry boat to carry over the king's household and to do what he thought good. And Shimei, the son of Gera, fell down before the king as he was come over Jordan. Verse 19, and said unto the king, let not my lord impute iniquity unto me, neither do thou remember that which thy servant did perversely the day that my lord the king went out of Jerusalem, that the king should take it to his heart.
Keep going.
Verse 20, for thy servant doth know that I have sinned. Therefore, behold, I am come the first this day of all the house of Joseph to go down to meet my lord the king.
Now, what he's doing, he's apologizing for, like you said, when the king left, when he went out of Jerusalem, his brother served Absalom. And he's like, I know I sinned, you know what I mean? So he's asking He's asking for forgiveness. That's why he said, "Do not impute iniquity on me." You know what I mean? He's like, "Please don't blame me for my actions. I didn't know." You know what I mean? He said, "I know. I know I said. I know I did wrong. When you left, you know, I didn't. I served, and basically I served another master. You know what I mean? He's asking for forgiveness. He said, "Look, I'm the first one to come down."
Right.
You know, he's trying to really let it be known like he's sorry. He's the first one out of everybody. He made sure he came down to present himself correct.
Right.
You know what I mean? To ask for forgiveness for his actions. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Cut out the Verse 21. But Abishai, the son of Zariah, answered and said, "Shall not Shammai be put to death for this? Because he cursed the Lord's anointed." Verse 22. And David said, "What have I to do with you, ye sons of Zariah, that ye should this day be adversaries unto me? Shall there any man be put to death this day in Israel? For do not I know that I am this day king over Israel?"
Right. So basically, he said, "Who are you to give me orders?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Am I? Did I become your enemy somehow? You know what I mean? Like, am I not still the king?
Right.
So who gonna get put to death today? Did I say anybody's gonna get put to death? You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 23. Therefore the king said unto Shammai, "Thou shalt not die." And the king sware unto him.
So he said, "Look, nothing's gonna happen to you. I swear that you will not die. You're going to live." You know what I mean? Nobody's going to put you to death. You know what I mean? They have to consider David is still like in his heart. You know what I'm saying? Well, I hate to say heart because it sounds so Christian, but you know what I mean? David is still in mourning. He's still, he picked himself up. He's doing what he has to do. He's fulfilling his duty, but it's not like he's not still sad about the death of his son.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure at that point, as much killing as David did in the Bible, at that point right there, he had enough killing. You know what I'm saying? Why should another Israelite die today? You know what I mean? Let me make the decision. Don't run up telling me, "Oh, Salaki, sir, he's supposed to die for that." You know, I'm the king. I run this kingdom. Let me make the decision. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself up against me. You know what I mean? So if I decide that he not, that's why I said you're gonna be my ass. So if I decide he live, but then are you gonna hate me? You gonna become my enemy? You
Right.
telling me this brother needs to die? I don't want another Israelite to die. Right now, you've had enough death. So don't put yourself in a position to be against me. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. Oh, is that it? Oh no, 24.
Verse 24. And Mephibosheth, the son of Saul, came down to meet the king, and had neither dressed his feet, nor trimmed his beard, nor washed his clothes from the day the king departed until the day he came again in peace.
Good night. I mean, that brother didn't. He didn't do a thing. You know what I mean? He didn't wash his feet. He didn't wash himself, his clothes. Didn't trim his beard until David came back home. You know what I mean? That's showing. We'll finish the story. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but that's a heavy thing that he did. You know what I mean? So Slack, let me get these next 7. I thought no, we stopped at 24. Yeah. He did 19, 18 through 24. Yeah, we did that was up. So we're starting up at 25. So it's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19 and verse 25 in the Hebrew. Wamapah Bashaf, Ban, Sha'awal, Yadar, Lakarath, Hamalak, Wala, Aisha, Regalia, Walak, Aisha, Shapamawa, Wa'af, Bagadua, La'a, Kabas, Laman, Hayawam, Lakaf, Hamalak, I, Hayawam, Ashar, Ba'a, Bashalam. Verse 26. Wayahaya, Kaya, Ba'a, Yara, Washalam, Lakarath, Hamalak, Wayamar, Lawa, Hamalak, Lama, La'a, Halakath, Amaya, Mapa Yabashaf, 27. Wayamar, Adanya, Hamalak, Ibadia, Romania, Kaya, Amar, Ibarak, Haka, Bashar, La'a, Hakamawar, were Rakab, Al-Yaha, were Alak, Af, Hamalak, Kaya, Pesach, Ibarak, Ibadak, verse 28. Will you regal by Barak, Al, Adanya, Hamalak, wa Adanya, Hamalak, Kamalaak, Halathia, wa Aisha, Hasawa, Ba'ayan Yak, verse 29, Kaya, La'a, Haya, Kal, Baya, Abaya, Kaya, Anashia, Mawath, La'adanya, Hamalak, with the Shaf, Af, Ibadak, Bakalia, was Shalak, Nak. Yeah, Shalak Nak. Wama'a, Yash, La'a, Laya, Iwan, Tazadakia, Wallazai, Iwan, Al, Hamalak, verse 30, Wayamar, Lawa, Hamalak, Lama, the bar, Iwan, the bar yak, Amarathia, Atha, what is a Yaba, Hakalakwa, Af, Hashadah, verse 31, where Yamar, Mapayabath, Al, Hamalak, Gum, Af, Hakal, Yaquak, Akarya, Ashar, Ba'ah, Abadia, Amalak, Washalam, Al, Bayathia. Bayath was.
There's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 25. And it came to pass, when he was come to Jerusalem to meet the king, that the king said unto him, Wherefore wentest not thou with me? Mephibosheth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 26. And he answered, My lord, O king, my servant deceived me. For thy servant said, I will saddle me an ass, that I may ride thereon, and go to the king, because thy servant is lame. Verse 27. And he has slandered thy servant unto my lord the king. But my lord the king is an angel of God. Do therefore what is good in thine eyes.
So David was like, well, when I left, why didn't you leave with me? You know what I mean? He see the state the brother's in. He ain't bathed. He ain't, you know what I mean? He hasn't took a bath. He ain't even changed his clothes. You know what I'm saying? The brother stayed, like, as we say today, like in stasis. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything until the king returns. David's like, why didn't you leave with me? And he said, I'm sorry, sir, my servants deceived me. You know what I'm saying? He said, because I'm lame. You remember Mephibosheth, he's lame. I think he was lame in the legs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the brother, more than likely, he can't get around well, or maybe not without the help of his servants. His servants deceived him and, you know what I mean, didn't saddle up the horse. And so he's saying, you know, my Lord, you're like an angel, you know what I'm saying, of the Lord. So whatever is good in your eyes, that's due to me. You know what I mean? He's like, whatever punishment you see fit. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, my servants didn't do what didn't do what they were supposed to do. So whatever punishment you saw, I'm sorry, whatever punishment you see fit, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't, you know, from the story the brother's telling, it wasn't his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't change his clothes. That's why he didn't take a bath. You know what I mean? Comb his hair, shave his beard, you know, trim his beard, and nothing. So David could see that he was in a state of distress when David left. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 28. For all of my father's house were but dead men before my lord the king. Yet didst thou set thy servant among them that did eat at thine own table. What right, therefore, have I yet to cry any more unto the king?
So he said, listen, my father Saul's house is dead. Even Jonathan, David's best friend. You know what I mean? All of them are gone. So he was like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's dead, a dead man in front of you. You know what I'm saying? My father went to war with you, and I lost my entire family. You know what I'm saying? They're all gone. And you showed, basically, you gave mercy to me. You let me eat at your table. If you remember back then, Mephibosheth, he came up against David, cursing at him and stuff, and David made peace with him. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, with everything you've done for me, what right have I got to come crying in front of you now? Right. You know what I'm saying? What you didn't show mercy on my father and my father's house by letting me live. You let a son live. You could have killed him. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Cut out of time. Verse 29. And the king said unto him, Why speakest thou any more of thy matters? I have said, Thou and Ziba divide the land.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 30. And Mephibosheth said unto the king, Yea, let him take all, for as much as my lord the king is come again in peace unto his own house.
He said, listen, let's not talk about that anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't even need to speak about that. I already told you and Zebra, y'all can divide the land. You know what I'm saying? The land that was given, that you all have, divided. And Mephibosheth, like, you know what, sir? He can have it all. You know what I mean? He's like, look, I'm Tawab. It's just, it's enough that you came back peacefully into your own house for me. That's the reward that I want, is you're home safe.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's enough for me. So, you know what I mean? He's showing a lot of love and loyalty to David. You know what I mean? And he also is making amends for, like David said, why didn't you come with me? The brother does feel guilty for not leaving, being able to leave when David left, because he took all of the king's court with him. He took all the king's entire house and left. Only thing he left was his concubines, which Absalom, as you know what I'm saying, dishonored himself and slept with all the concubines in front of the whole nation. You know, but that's that. Anyway, is that it? Yeah, 31. Keep going.
Verse 31. And Barzillai and Gileadite came down from Rogalim and went over Jordan with the king to conduct him over Jordan.
Let's get to the next ones.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 32 in the Hebrew. Brother Rosalia, Hagalaidia, Yerud, Brother Galayum, Waya Ibar, Hamalak, Hayaradan, Lashalakwa, Hayaradan, verse 33. Rabbi Rosalia, Saquan, Ma'at, Bun, Shemanayim, Shanai, Wahawa, Kalakal, Hamalak, Bashayabatwa, Baba Kaliyam, Kaya, Ayat, got a wall, Hawa, Ma'at, verse 34, Waya Amar, Hamalak, Al, Baba Zalaya, Atha, Ibar, Athaya, Kalatia, Akak, Imadia, Bayam Shalom, 35, Waya Amar, Babazalia, Hamalak, Kaba, Yamaya, Shaniya, Kayaya, Kaya, La, Hamalak, Yerushalayim, verse 36, Bun, Shemaniyam, Shana, Nakaya, Hayawam, Hayan, Tawa, Larai, Yata'ain, Abda, Ashar, Akal, Wa'at, Ashar, Ashatha, Atamai, Awad, Bakawal, Shariyam, Washarawah, Walamah, Yahaya, Ahmad, Awad, Lamashah, Adaniya, Hamalak, 37, Kama'ite, Ya'ibar, Abadah, Yaradah, Hamalak, Walamah, Yagamalania, Hamalak, Hagamawala, Haza'ah, 38, Isha, Na'ah, Abadah, Wa'amah, Ba'yaniyah, Ain, Wabar, Amayah, Wa'amayah, Wahada, Abadah, Kamaham, Ya'ibar, Ain, Adaniyah, Hamalak, Isha, Lawa, Shar, Tawa, Ba'yaniyah.
Son's verse. So, 32.
This book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 32. Now Barzillai was a very aged man, even 80 years old, and he had proved the king of sustenance.
He had provided.
Oh, Slavi. He had provided the king of sustenance while he lay at Mahanaim, for he was a very great man. Verse 33. And the king said unto Barzillai, come thou over with me, and I will feed thee with me in Jerusalem. Verse 34. And Barzillai said unto the king, how long have I to live, that I shall go up with the king unto Jerusalem? Verse 35. I am this day 80 years old, and can I discern between good and evil? Can thy servant taste what I eat or what I drink? Can I hear any more the voice of singing men and singing women? Wherefore then should thy servant be yet burdened unto my lord the king?
This brother fed David, you know what I mean? When he was on the run, and David see him coming, and this brother's they said he was a very great man, you know what I'm saying? And he's up there in age, you know. I forgot 80 is how many years is 80? I want to say 80 is like 20 years or something, but you Google 80 around, see how many years that is. It's 80 years old. I think that means he's like maybe probably like 60, 70, somewhere up there. What's it say? But this brother was up there in age, you know what I mean? And David invited him.
Yeah, I was trying to say 80 years.
80 is 80 years. So yeah, he's 80 years old. He's 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? David's like, hey, come on, let's come over here with me. Let's have a drink. Let's celebrate. And he's like, he said, hey, how come over to Jerusalem with you? Because still got a little ways to travel over Jordan to Jerusalem. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that trip. He said, look, no offense, sir, but I'm old. You know what I mean? I'm up there in age. You know what I mean? Like I don't even, you know, am I gonna be able to taste the wine? Like, can I discern good from evil at this point? He's like, you know, he just said, listen, I'm not in the condition to do that. If something happened, I can't tell you whether this person's vibe is right or not. You know what I mean? I can't advise you right now. I'm up there in age. You know, can I even properly taste the wine, or you know, my hearing's going out? You know what I mean? Can I really hear the men and women singing? You know what I'm saying? My vision a little blurred out. Can I see the women that? You know what I mean? Like you know, I'm thank you, sir, but I don't think I can make that journey. You know, is it like this person said, man, I might die any day. Go ahead.
That was like a humble denial. Like I can't make this trip with you.
Yeah, Con, it's like, thank you. I would love to, but yeah, I'm too old to make that journey. Like I don't think my body at this point in time could take that journey with me. You know what I mean?
In the most humble way possible.
Yeah. No, he's not disrespecting David.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? He's politely explaining to him that, like you said, he's humbly and politely explaining him, Salaki, sir, I think I'm too old for that trip. My traveling days is done. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're here, sir. I can't greet you, but come for me to cross the Jordan, for you going over to Jerusalem with you, I'm not gonna be able to make that trip. You know what I mean? And we all gonna get there one day where it's gonna be like, save up my energy to go to Passover. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be able to go to the New York cookout and the Houston cookout, the Cali cookout. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make all the cookouts anymore. I'm gonna save my energy, go to Passover, and maybe one of the cookouts. You know what I mean? Because we'll be up there, or we're in the kingdom when we get up to that age. You know what I mean? This is how it's gonna be. This is natural. So it's no disrespect. He's just kindly turning it down. All right, keep going, Salaki.
There's verse 36. Thy servant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thy servant will go a little way for Jordan with the king, And why should the king recompense it? And why should the king recompense it me with such a reward? 30, verse 37. Let thy servant, I pray thee, turn back again, that I may die in my own city and be buried by the grave of my father and of my mother. But behold, thy servant, Chimham, let him go over with my lord the king, and do to him what shall seem good unto thee.
That's what I said. He's like, oh no, I can probably make it part of the way, but I can't make that whole trip with you. So if you wouldn't mind, sir, you know what I'm saying? Y'all about some yourself a thought, but let me turn back and go to the crib. You know what I mean? And I'd rather die at home in my own bed instead of on the road. You know what I mean? And be buried in my father's grave, and you know what I mean, around my kids, my family. You know? But my servant, this servant right here, let this brother go with you.
That's right.
And whatever you think is good to do with him. You know what I mean? And Salakia, that's not a pause statement or pause moment, just in case anybody want to get simple-minded. He's talking about rewarding this brother. Right. He's talking about letting this brother feast and celebrate with the king, which is a reward in itself.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you got to feast and celebrate with King David, that's a reward. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got to hang out a little bit with Commander General Yohana at the Midwest Fire Weekend. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Being with Captain Marquardt and Captain Zaryak and Commander General Yohana, General Mahaiman, General Q, you know what I'm saying? Like getting to hang out with these high-ranking men that have done all this spectacular work in our nation for men like ourselves, you know what I mean, that are rising up through the ranks, man, that was an honor and a reward. You know what I'm saying? That's a pleasure that everybody doesn't get. You know what I mean? That everybody, I hope, will have a chance to experience, but everybody doesn't get the opportunity, you know what I mean, to do that. So the same with going to celebrate with King David. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no pause moment when he say, go do what you think is good to him. You know, if you got that in your mind, you're sick. You know what I mean? This is just saying, reward this brother how you see fit. Is that it on that? Before. Keep going.
This is verse 38. And the king answered, Chimham shall go over with me, and I will do to him that which shall seem good unto thee, and whatsoever thou shalt require of me, that will I do for thee.
See, that's what he's saying. All right, you bring him on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. He can come with me, and whatever you think is good that I should do to this brother, I'm going to do. That's right. Let me know what you require. I'm going to treat this brother royally. You know what I mean? I'm going to treat this man well. I'm going to reward him well. Basically, I'll treat him as I was going to treat you. You know what I'm saying? And I know no one said, but, you know, I've watched too many of these so-called conscious cats and you know, cats that aren't in the truth twist around what the scriptures say. So they can see that, oh, well, do unto him what you think is good. Because that's a phrase that's been said constantly in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I just want to clarify that. There's no sexual overtone to that. You know what I'm saying? That's just a phrase that whatever you do to me, do to this brother, or do to this sister, what you think is good.
It's like how you would have treated me on this journey. Can you do it with him? Because I can't make it.
That's what he's saying. But there have been other like we read in the story in the book of Judges, I believe it was, where I can't remember who it was right now, Slovakia, but a brother had a handmaid, and you know what I mean. He told the Benjamite brothers to do. There was some brothers in the city that were kind of wicked, and he said, "Do unto her, you know what I mean, what you see fit, instead of the violence that they were going to perpetrate on this house." And they abused the sister all night, and she came back and died on the doorstep. You know what I mean? So if you think about the story a lot, when in Sodom and Gomorrah, when they were trying to, you know what I'm saying, assault the angels, sexually assault the angels, he said, "I'll give you my daughters, do unto them what you think is good." So I don't want cats to try to, you know what I mean, already say outlandish things about David and Jonathan.
It's like, basically, always get the context behind it,
Exactly.
because you might take something and go somewhere else with it when it's really not that.
There you go.
One
So-
context is different than the next.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm just putting that what they're saying into context. This is about David giving this brother a reward. This is about David, you know what I'm saying, celebrating the brother that helped him out. And he's gonna reward his servant. Was that the last one? All right, let's get these next 7. Salaki, I ain't mean to be long-winded about that.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, and verse 39 in the Hebrew. Where you Amar, Kamalak, Asiyah, Yaibar, Bamaham, Wanaya, Aisha, Lawa, Ah, Atawa, Bayanayak, Wakal, Ashar, Tabakar, Atlaya, Aisha, Laka was 40. Where Yaibar, Paul, Ha'ain, Ah, Hayaradan, Wamalak, Ibar, where Isupk, Hamalak, number was Zaliah, where Barak Kawa, where Shah, Lamakwamba, verse 41. Ibar, it's like what Ibar, Hamalak, Hagala Gula, Hagala Gula, Wakamahan, Ibar, Amawa, Call, Ain, Yahawada, where you Ibaria, it's like where you Ibarwa, Ibar, Rawa, Ah, Hamalak, Wagam, Katzaya, Yasharala, it's 42, Wahana, Call, Ayash, Yasharala, but Ayat, all, Hamalak, where you Ibarwa, all, Hamalak, but a why, and a Bawak, at the Yanwa, it's like the Yanwa, it's like Akayan, Yash, Yahawada, where you Ibarwa, Ah, Hamalak, wa Ah, Bayatwa, Ah, Hayaradan, Call, and Asiyah, Dawada, Ibawa, verse 43, where you Ain, Call, Yash, Yahawada, Ah, Yash, Yasharala, Kaya, Barwa, Hamalak, Alaya, Walama, Zaha, Kara, Laka, Am, Hadabar, Hazah, Ha Kawal, Akalanda, Man, Hamalak, Nashana, Nasha, Nasha, Nanawa, verse 44, where you Ain, Yash, Yasharala, Ah, Yash, Yahawada, where you Amar, Aishar, Yanawa, Laya, Bamalak, Gum, Badawada, Anaya, Mamat, Mamadawai, Hakala, Tanya, Wala, Haya, Dabaria, Rashawan, Laya, La Asiya, Ah, Malakia, Wayakwash, Dabar, Ayats, Yahabada, Baba Dabar, it's like Madabar, Ayats, Yasharala.
Wait, 2 more?
Yes, sir. This is Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 1. In the Hebrew, Shalom, Akorah, Ayash, Bela Yael, Shama, Shemai, it's like Shabbai, Bun, Bakaria, Ayash, Yamayania, Way at the Kwai, Meshapar, Way Amar, Ayan, Lanawa, Kalak, Badawada, Balaha, Nakala, Lanawa, Faban, Yashia, Ayash, La'aha, Lahalayawa, Yasharala, verse 2, Waya'a, Kal, Ayash, Yasharala, Akaria, Dawada, Akaria, Shabai, Bun, Bakarai, Sagi Bakaria, Wa'ayas, Yahawah, the Bakua, Baba Lakam, Man, Hayaridan, Yahweh Shalom, it's like Yahweh Shalom.
Get that English.
There's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, and verse 39. And all the people went over Jordan. And when the king was come over, the king kissed Barzillai, and blessed him. And he returned unto his own place.
Now, Salakia, once again, get the LGBTQ thoughts out of your spirit.
Right.
He said because we already told y'all what the holy kiss or the holy embrace was. He didn't, you know what I mean? He ain't kissed a brother like a lot of you all fantasize in your mind for some reason.
Right.
He gave the brother the salute.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He, you know what I'm saying? Y'all watch him yourself, Rakatah, blessed him. That's why I say kissed him and blessed him. This is what he did. That's right. You know what I mean? And then he hit the boom, sent him on his way. You know what I'm saying? He greeted the brother. He greeted him like a brother. So get that. I said once again, pause for the people that got Paul's thoughts in their head. Get them LGBTQ thoughts out of your head. There's no unrighteousness going on in our kingdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 40. Then the king went on to Gilgal, and Chimham went on with him, and all the people of Judah conducted the king, and also half the people of Israel. Verse 41. And behold, all the men of Israel came to the king and said unto the king, why have our brethren, the men of Judah, stolen thee away, and have brought the king and his household and all David's men with him over Jordan?
So they like, hey, what, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? How Judah coming just gonna steal the king away? Because remember, the tribe of Judah was the very first one on the scene to escort the king across the Jordan. Right. And then Benjamin came, and now all these other, you know what I mean? But they came, and we got you, sir. So everybody else looking like, oh, you know, how Judah just gonna steal our king away? Like he, you know what I mean? Come on, man. That ain't, y'all ain't right for that. You know, it's not a beef, but they like, hey, man, come on. You know, keep going.
Come, sir. Verse 42. And all the men of Judah answered the men of Israel, because the king is near of kin to us.
Because he's of Judah. Right. We came to get our kinfolk. He's near of kin to us. Not saying he's an Israelite, ain't no division, but he's just, you know, that he's from our tribe. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. Wherefore then be ye angry for this matter? Have we eaten at all of the king's cost, or hath he given us any gift?
He said, listen, has he what we just went and got him? You know what I mean? We haven't feasted. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't given us some special gift or celebrated. We just came to escort our brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no special treatment over the rest of y'all.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 43. And the men of Israel answered the men of Judah and said, we have 10 parts in the king, and we have also more right in David than ye. Why then did ye despise us, that our advice should not be first had?
First had in bringing.
Why then did ye despise us, that our advice should not be first had in bringing back our king? And the words of the men of Judah were fiercer than the words of the men of Israel.
They said, look, we got 10 parts upon the king. We got 10 tribes underneath his rule too. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like it's just King David and Judah. That's what they're saying. It's not just you guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how come y'all didn't get our advice? You know what I'm saying? About how we should, as a nation, how we should escort the king back. Y'all just ran and grabbed the king, and now we see y'all coming back looking all glorious. You know what I mean? They're a little salty.
Right.
But Judah's words, the words of the men of Judah were fiercer. They argued their point stronger. You know what I mean? So that Israel is a little salty that Judah went on ahead and escorted the king back without consulting. Didn't even let them know. That's why hey man, y'all didn't even let us know.
It's like
Go ahead.
It's kind of like man, y'all had the fun and y'all didn't even call us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we want a piece of the action too.
Yeah, we wanted to be. How about y'all? Y'all went. It's almost like a photo op. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking it. Y'all just gonna go and take the picture with the king, huh? But you didn't even wake us up.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like I said, they're looking all glorious, marching across the Jordan. I'm sure other nations are seeing them. You know what I'm saying? They marching through territories and lands, escorting David back home. All these people coming up to greet him and paying tribute to him and bowing down to him, and they sitting there behind them, looking all, you know what I'm saying? Looking all mighty and glorious. The rest of the tribe looking like, ain't this a y'all ain't even ask us. Y'all just went on ahead and did it. So they're a little salty. Yeah, I think they'll be all right though. Let's get to the next two more.
This book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 20. Oh, Slavi. This book of 2 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 1. And there happened to be there a man of Belial, whose name was Sheba, the son of Bichri, a Benjamite. And he blew a trumpet and said, we have no part in David, neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. Every man to his tents, O Israel.
Now, if you remember, sons of Belial was some wicked brothers. You know what I'm saying? So he coming up talking about, he's a Benjamite, but this is what I was talking about. The sons of Belial, they're the ones that break, if I'm not mistaken, break their sister. You know what I'm saying? Mishandled their sister and abused her all night to the point of death. You get what I'm saying? Now they still around. Their lineage is still around. He coming up, we ain't got no heritage with David. He hating right now. You know what I'm saying? Telling everybody, oh man, it's going back to y'all tents. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always some haters in the crowd.
So like he's starting some shit.
He trying to. He see everybody out celebrating and da 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 da. Belial's lineage is some wicked brothers.
Right.
From the moment they were introduced in the scripture, they were introduced as wicked brothers. You know what I'm saying? As wicked men. So it is what it is. And as you see, they're continuing to be wicked. They come and trying to spoil everybody's fun. They see a little bit of contention going on, and now they're trying to fuel the flames.
Amplify.
Yeah.
It's like,
Keep going.
Kind of, sir. Verse 2. So every man of Israel went up from after David and followed Sheba, the son of Bichri. But the men of Judah clave unto their king from Jordan even to Jerusalem.
So you see what he just did?
Yeah.
He see that, you know what I'm saying, that the men of Israel, that the other tribes are upset at Judah, you know what I mean, for not including them on the plan to escort the king back in. So he comes in, I ain't got nothing to do with the house of David. I ain't got nothing to do with King David. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all, man, forget them. Y'all going back home. Everybody, y'all going back home. Let them have this moment kind of deal. And the brother, he took the conflict, he amplified it, he instigated, and now he done pulled the rest of the tribes away from escorting the king. It ain't never too late to escort the king. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where I see Captain Marquardt at. If Captain Marquardt, if we're at an event and Cap is walking up, you know what I mean? I can go and escort Cap. You know what I'm saying? Commander General Yohana comes somewhere. General Muhammad, any of the captains, any of the generals, you can go and escort your leaders. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, I wasn't there when they started. You know what I mean? Right. You can. So he just fanned the flames of dissension. You know what I mean? That's why the scripture say Mark those that call this. The house of Belial, I don't know if they're still on the earth today. You know what I'm saying? But them was some pretty wicked brothers. Right. You know what I mean? Let's get these next seven. I got it. It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 20, and verse 3 in the Hebrew. Well, Yabah Dawada, Al, Bayathwa, Yasharalo, Slaki.
Yes.
Yeah, they get me. Yahweh Shalom. Where you quack? Sorry, where you quack? Hamalak, Ah, Aishar, Nashium, Pelagashim, Ashar, Hanayak, Lashamar, Habayath, Wayath, Slaki, Wayath Num, Wayath, Mashamrath, will you call Kalam, Wa'alaham, La'ah, Ba'ah, Watha, Yayana, Tazar, Rawath, I, Yawam, Mathan, Alamanwath, Hayawath, verse 4, Wayamar, Hamalak, Al, I'm a Shah, Hazaik, Laya, Ayash, Yahawada, Shalashaf, Yamayam, Wa'amah, Paha, Imad, verse 5, Wayalak, I'm a Shah, Lahazai, Lahazayah, Yahawada, Waya Yakar, Wakar, Man, Hama'ai, Hamawa'ir, Ashar, Ya'idawah, verse 6, Wayamar, Dawada, Al, Abayashia, Itha, Yara, Yarai, Lana, Lanwa, Shabai, Ban, Bakaria, Man, Abashalam, Atha, Fakwa, Pak, Af, Ibadadia, Ibadia, Hadanyak, Wardak, Hakar Yawa, Han, Matazar, Lawa, Ariyam, Batazar Yath, Waha Tazal, Wahatazal, Wahatazayal, Ayandawa, verse 7. Waya Tazawa, Akaryawa, Anashia, Yawad, Wahakarathia, Wahapalathia, Wakal, Hagabarium, Waya Tazawa, Maya Russell, Maya Rawa Shalom, Larada, Hakaria, Shabai, Ban, Bakaria, verse 8. Hum, I, Ha'aban, Hagad, Slakia, Hagadwala, Ashar, Bagab, Slakia, Bagabaiwa, Slakia, Bagaibawan, Why Mashah, Slakia, Ba'a, Lapan Yaham, Waya, Slakia, Waya Wa'ab, Kagawar, Madat, Slakia, Madawa, Labashwa, Wa'ayawa, Kagat, Kagawar, Karab, Matazam, Saka, Matazam Marat, Saka, Matazam Adat, Ice, Mathanyawa, but the I Raha, Waha, Saka, Waha, Yatazah, Watazapal, verse 9, Wayamar, Yawab, La'ai Mashah, Hashalam, Atha, Akaya, with the cause, Yad, Yamayam, Yamayan, Yawa'ah, Bazakwan, Bazakwan, Imashah, Lanashak, Lanashak, Lawa. Struggle a little bit on that. Let's pick it up. Yeah, 3.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 3. And David came to his house at Jerusalem, and the king took the 10 women, his concubines, whom he had left to keep the house, and put them in ward, and fed them, but went not in unto them. So they were shut up unto the day of their death, living in widowhood.
Do y'all understand why he did that, right? Because Absalom, his son, took his concubines and slept with them. So he said they lived, David came back. Now Absalom is dead. These women, as we know, this is another scripture to prove that sex is marriage. Okay? David had these women. Absalom, to disrespect the father and make a show out of bad counsel that he had from a man below him, slept with all 10 of these concubines in front of the whole nation. Now, when David comes back, he brought them in, he had treated them well, he fed them, he comforted them, but he didn't sleep with them again.
Right.
He didn't go in onto them. That's why they said they lived the rest of their days in widowhood, because their husband, Absalom, is dead. David did not remarry these women.
Right.
You know what I mean? He is, now remember, he is mourning his son. So he let his son's wives be. He didn't come and take them back. He let them stay that way. Keep going.
Verse 4. Then said the king to Amasa, assemble me the men of Judah within 3 days, and be thou here present. Verse 5. So Amasa went to assemble the men of Judah, but he tarried longer than the set time which he had appointed him. Verse 6. And David said to Abishai, now shall Sheba the son of Bechari do us more harm than did Absalom. Take thou thy Lord's servants and pursue after him, lest he get him fenced cities and escape us.
Okay, see, because once again, the dude Sheba, came in, stirred up the nation. You know what I'm saying? Because Judah was marching off strong. You know what I mean? And pulled the men away. Now David sees the plot, and when he sent the brother to go and bring Judah back, he knows something going on. Brother stayed too long, so that's why he's like, "No, go get the men." You know what I'm saying? And get this brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna do us more harm. You know what I'm saying? Than Absalom did. So let's go and stop this while you know what I'm saying, ahead of time, because he done put himself up in front of the people. David is not trying. He just finished fighting the civil war against his son. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to go right back to war against another brother in the nation. Even though this brother is from the house of Allah, this brother is wicked. And he's scheming and plotting. He sees an opportunity. David smells the plot. So that's why he done got his men together like, hey, let's go nip this in the bud.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 7. And there went out after him Joab's men and the Cherethites, the Cherethites, and the Pelethites, and all the mighty men, and they went out of Jerusalem to pursue after Sheba, the son of Bechari. Verse 8. When they were at the great stone which is in Gibeon, Amasa went before them, and Joab's garment that he had put on was girded unto him, and upon it a girdle with a sword fastened upon his loins in the sheath thereof, and as he went forth, it fell out.
So basically saying he had on Joab, so they went and pursued after Sheba. You know what I'm saying? And when they got to this great stone, Amasa went out. He had Joab's garment on him. You know what I'm saying? And he had a sword fastened around, you know what I mean, around his midsection. You know what I mean? Near the, you know, in front of him.
Right.
And that's what he said. As he walked, the sword fell out of the sheath. You know what I'm saying? So obviously Joab's garment was a little big for him. You know what I mean? But we're gonna stop it right there and pick up next week. So you said what? Oh, do you do 9? Oh, no, do 9. Slap it, my bad. I'm yeah, keep going.
Verse 9. And Joab said to Amasa, art thou in health, my brother? And Joab took Amasa by the beard with the right hand to kiss him.
Okay. So when we fell out, Joab is like, are you cool? You know what I'm saying? You all right? So he said he took the brother by the beard. He picked the brother up and to not to kiss him, but to
dap him up.
Yeah. He's like, it's like I will. I'll be like, hey,
you get your ass.
No. He's like, hey, he picked him up. He's like, hey, you cool, brother? You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, like, hey, brother, you cool? He's like, yeah, sir, I'm cool. You dap the brother up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna end it at today. Call it morale.
La Yashrab.
Modules makes a stand. When I'm done, they turn to face the east. You can do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abano, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malaka, Ratazah, Hayah, Aisha, Paratazah, Kawab, Hayah, Hashemayim, Come, Cap, you won't. What's the luck now? Come working now. What's the luck now? Come away now. Bala'a, double yay now. On the side one. A ball. How was shine now? My yard. Right.
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Waha'ala,
Waha'ala,
Wathapara,
Wahapara,
Nawalam,
Mawalam,
Aman,
Aman, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts,
forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Attack the power of the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shah,
Baba Kasai,
Baba Shah,
Thunder
Thunder now,
Hakat,
Ka,
Hakat,
Ka,
Leopard,
Ka,
Call Makala,
Ka, Makala,
Call Marawa,
Ka, Marawa,
Hakat,
Ka,
not to heart,
Matahar,
Hamatazaraya,
Matatarai,
Hakat,
Ka,
the Haki,
Lahaki,
Hamad,
Hamaki,
Hakat,
Ka,
Al Kawa,
Al Karawa,
the Tama'ala,
Tama'ala,
the Garshan,
Garshan,
Ba'ashem Yahweh
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
Water Amud,
Rahman in English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
and Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power,
please give us the power,
power to heal
power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the leper,
power to cleanse the leper,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean
the power
spirits,
against unclean
to
spirits,
cast them out.
cast them
In
out,
the name of Yahweh Shai,
and Yahweh Shai,
thank you, so be
thank
it.
you so be it. That's it from the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Brooklyn out,
Barakman now,
Wayashah,
Wayashah,
Wahabaya,
Wahabaya,
Sapar,
Shapari,
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
Water
Wadaman in the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
and Yahweh Shai,
bless us,
bless us,
and Israel,
and Israel,
and the school.
and the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
And Yahweh Shai,
thank you, so be
thank
it.
you so be it. Psalms 21 in Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahari,
Al-Hahari,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Izari,
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 Azari,
Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayah,
Shamayah,
Ba'aratazah,
Ba'aratazah,
Al-Yadan,
Ayatan,
Nabawat,
Nabawat,
Regal,
Regal,
Al-Yanawan,
Al-Yanawan,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Hanala'at,
Naba'at,
Yanawan,
Yanawan,
Wala'at,
Wala'at,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shabamar,
Yasha'al,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazal,
Zal,
Al-Yeh,
Al-Yeh,
Yamyuk,
Yamyuk,
Yawamah,
Yawamah,
Hashemat,
Hashemat,
La'at,
La'at,
Yakai,
Yakai,
Wayarat,
Wayrat,
Belayallah,
Layallah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Makarat,
Nakarat,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Atnapash,
Apnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'at,
Taza'at,
Wabawa'at,
Wawa'at,
Ma'ita,
Mayata,
Ba'ai,
Ba'ai,
Awulam,
Allah. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the
From
hill.
whence cometh my help?
Which cometh my help?
My help cometh from
My
Yahweh,
help comes from Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He will
moved.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Yasharallah
that keepeth the
shall
Yasharah,
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy
and
going out.
thy coming in from this time forth
This time forth.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayah,
Al-Hayyam,
Al-Dabayah,
Al-Dabayah,
Lekah,
Lekah,
Al-Takirat,
Al-Takarat,
Al-Tashqat,
Al-Tashquat,
Al Yahana,
Hayahana,
Wadik,
Awadi,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka,
Al-Amika,
Yarayam,
Ya'arayam,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata,
Wayata,
Ya'ai Tazawa,
Ya'ai-Tazawa,
Al-Tazapawaya,
Al-Tazapawanyika,
Amara,
Amar,
Nakawa,
Nakawa,
Wadakakidam,
Walakakidam,
Magaya,
Nagaya,
Wala'a,
Walaha,
Yazakar,
Yasakar,
Sham Yasharala,
Sham Yashal,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Yawai Tazawa,
Ya'ai-Tazawa,
Yabat,
Yabat,
Yakan,
Yakabu,
Aya,
Ali,
Boya,
Arya,
Yakaratu,
Yakaratu,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawan,
Adawan,
Wayasmai,
Wayashamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Awa Abba,
Mawa'ab,
Wahagari,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amala,
Wa'amala,
Palashat,
Palashat,
Amdisabi,
Amdisabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Zerawai,
Jerawai,
the Bunny,
the Bunyan,
Wat,
the Wat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamani,
Kamadi,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Bonacor,
Bonacor,
Koyaswan,
Yashwan,
Nashamani,
Nashamani,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Tahir,
Tahir,
Hayawa,
Iowa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adam,
La Adam,
Shayatam,
Shayatam,
Nada,
the
Ya,
Yamu,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Buckets of Buck,
Walkers above,
Buckets of Buck,
Walkers above,
Buckets of Zolmanai,
Walkers is overnight.
Call that shit come,
Oh, that's your come with.
Sharp,
A sharp,
a Marvel,
a marvel,
Naira Shut,
sharp,
Lana what,
what? Ah,
no what,
now what?
Alahayam,
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 Shayatam,
Shayatam,
Kagogala,
Gogala,
Kwash,
Sakwash,
the Panya,
the Panya,
Babaka,
Wawaka,
Kaash,
Sa'ash,
Double Iron,
Daba Iron,
your Iron,
Yair,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Zahat,
Hariyam,
Hariyam,
Khan,
Khan,
Double Duck,
Daradat,
Basa Iron,
Basa Iron,
Babasa,
Wabasa,
Wapat,
Wapat,
Double Halam,
Yabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'at,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kalawan,
Kwalam,
Waya,
Waya,
Bukwash,
Bukwash,
Shipka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabashwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Behold,
Wahal,
Adi Ai,
Ayai,
Waya,
Waya,
Kapar,
Kapar,
Waya,
Waya,
Bad,
Abad,
Waya,
Waya,
Ta'ai,
Yair,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shipka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labat,
Labat,
Ayuan,
Ayuan,
Al, Kal,
Kal,
Harat,
in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemy make a tumult.
thy enemies make smoke.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Yasharah may be no more remembered.
They no more remember.
They are consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the
and
Ishmaelites
the Israelites
of Moab,
Moab
and the Hagarene,
and the Hagarene,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Pursuers also joined with them.
Pursuers also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They
Lot,
have hope in the children of Lot.
to love,
To love,
do unto them,
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became dumb for the earth.
They make their nobles like a red,
The nobles like a red,
and like Zael.
like Jael.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all the princes as above,
and as Zamunah,
and as a moon,
who said,
who said,
let us say to ourselves,
let's say to ourselves,
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
how to be how possession,
Oh, my power,
all my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
a fire burning the
as
wood,
the fire burns the wood,
and as a flame setteth the mountains on
as
fire.
flames the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may see thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confounded,
and troubled forever.
troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame,
and perish, that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh,
Yahweh, Shini, Hashem, Barak, Thumb.
That's Batah, Sabbath service dismissed.